Today we're going to see if we can put an American roof rack on our European van. So yesterday we received a package from Unica, which is a company based in America that makes roof racks for vans. They make a roof rack for the Dodge ProMaster, and we're going to see today if we can put it on the Peugeot Boxer, which is an X250 2013 model. So we have a package here. Let's see what we got. So it all comes very well packaged, all ready to go. Let's get the instructions and see what we have to do. So a nice little easy QR code to scan and we should get the instructions. So one key step in the instructions, it says that you need 2 ladders. Unfortunately, we don't have ladders, so we have to get on the roof somehow, but I've come up with a solution. If I open the door, I have this here and this on the bed, and then hopefully I can get on the roof. Let's see how we go. Hopefully we don't die. Getting the camera wasn't nearly as fun as getting up on the roof. Okay, so these are our old solar panels, which are broken and not performing as they should. Thank you, Renogy. Another great product. So we need to get these off the roof and our roof rack on. Yeah, so these are not coming off very easily. I'm not sure if I'm going to get them off. We need a screwdriver or something, but it's proving very hard. So we'll put the outside brackets on and then we'll reattempt. So these are the brackets you get. As you can see, that hole there sort of fits around that. And very neat brackets. So I believe that's going to fit in there. These are the brackets to secure the rack to the roof, and they fit perfectly.
I told Lachlan not to get on the roof until I got back, and he is on the roof.
Nice. Do you know what Loctite is? There should be Loctite in one of those packages. I think maybe on the end. I was wondering why it was taking us so long to find the Loctite, only to find out there actually was never any Loctite. So we've hit a bit of a roadblock in our installation. Unica didn't send anti-seize or Loctite, so we have to go pick it up. I think because it's in America, we're in Europe, and they have a bit of customs restrictions when importing those sort of materials to Europe, so that's fine. We'll go pick some up from a hardware store and we'll get back to it. Okay, so I just went to the hardware store to get the anti-seize and the Loctite. And they had the Loctite, no anti-seize, but we came across another problem, is because we are in Europe, they use the metric system, which is millimeters. And this is an American kit. It uses the imperial system. So all the tools I have are metric. I'm used to metric. I haven't really used much imperial. And all these bolts are imperial. So I went to the store to try and find an imperial Allen key set. There was nothing. So now tomorrow we have to go to Biltema, which is like a big car auto store. And hopefully they have an imperial set. But the bad thing about tomorrow, if I do it tomorrow, is that the weather is going to turn very bad. But it is what it is, so tomorrow we will try and get our Allen key set and hopefully get this rack on. So these 2 side pieces need to be about 4 or 6 meters in length or something, but they're obviously chopped in half for packaging. So we're just going to attach them together. These things have 4 bolts. They go on the side, easy as that. So this morning I went to Biltema and we found imperial Allen keys, anti-seize and Loctite, which is a big container, which is really good. But to find the imperial Allen keys, they were the last one in the shop. So thank God we got them. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the sides on first, all the mounts that go on the side, then we'll do side rails and we'll go from there. I made sure on every bolt we used, I put a dab of anti-seize paste to ensure the stainless bolts don't seize in place, in case we ever do want to remove it. And I ended up putting these brackets on the wrong way as well. The weather was not ideal for installing a roof rack. I think it was like 10 degrees and the wind was horrific, but that's Danish weather for you. So the weather has changed in Denmark now. It is raining, which is not good for putting on a roof rack, but that's okay, change of plans. What I'm going to do is put these together on the floor with everything, including the angle pieces, with the 90-degree angle pieces. That way I can just pass it up there and bolt it straight down, which I think is going to be a lot easier. So let's do that. So I put together as much as I could on the floor and then passed it onto the roof. I'm not sure if this was the easiest way to do it, but it's what I did anyway. One thing I highly recommend when you're building a roof rack is definitely check the instructions on your phone to make sure you're doing it right, because there is some different size bolts everywhere and spaces and different parts, and you want to make sure you get it right. So make sure you check the instructions regularly. Don't do like me. Monkey see, monkey do, don't do that. Just do the right thing and read the instructions. So I put these on the wrong way, they have to face the other way around. After this, I mounted the rails to the L brackets and then put the outside trims on, which really makes it look 10 times better. I did get some measurements wrong as it was all imperial, but in the end we got there. The time is really flying by now. It's about 4:30 in the afternoon. The sun has just set. I'm sorry about the wind, but it is windy here in Denmark. We've got the sides on. Now I'm just going to put the wind fairing on the front. So as you can see, all the sides are done. The sides just have to be tightened up, but they're done. And now we're just going to put together the wind fairing for the front and mount that on. So here's all our parts. The wind fairing here, some sort of seal. Most important part, read the instructions. Putting together the wind fairing was super easy, although at the beginning I wasn't sure which way the seal went on. After this was done, it was pitch black and I just put on the crossbars, and the GoPro of course ran out of battery and fell off the roof as well. Okay, so it has been a while since we got the roof rack on, but finally we have new solar panels to go on the roof. So what we have gone with is 2 eco-worthy solar panels, 195 bifacial solar panels. We found a random car park that is used for a bunker museum. I think it's an old Soviet bunker, I could be wrong, and it's on the border of Poland and Germany. It's actually pretty cool. So these are the brackets they send to mount your solar panels with on the Unica roof rack. So the little beam sits inside here when we mount it, and it fits really well. I just put the bolt in here, the bolt side on the inside and the nut on the outside, and I think it looks really good. Putting on the solar brackets onto the solar panels was super easy. They just bolt straight through like a Z bracket, and then it fits onto the crossbars on the roof rack flush, and it looks beautiful. We ended up getting 2 195 watt bifacial panels made by EcoWorthy. We're not sure if they're actually bifacial or if it's just a marketing scheme, but we got them and they seem to be working really well so far. Okay, so the roof rack is officially done. The solar panels are on. It was actually a pretty easy process. Had to cut some of the bars to make it fit completely, but I just cut a little bit out of the section because where they join it was getting in the way. So I moved it to the side and then the bars ended up being too short. I'll see if I can show you. So that's why they were too short. So I just cut them and everything else worked out perfectly. So now we learned that we could fit an American roof rack on a European van. Everything is almost exactly the same except for a few little hiccups along the way. We love our Unica roof rack and couldn't recommend it enough.